101 with Lynch and Taco.
Orlando's Rock Station, 101.1 WJRR. This hour of the show brought to you this morning by Petty's Meats, State Road 434 in Longwood. Buy there today or tomorrow. Get all your goodies for the weekend. We'll have some specific offerings from Petty's a little bit later during the meat report, Taco.
Yeah, they have it all at Petty's Meats again, right off 434, or on 434, I should say, just off of I-4. Man, premium steaks, fresh seafood, anything you want from the deli, maybe a sandwich for lunch. Petty's has it all. And when you go there, they'd like to say thank you by letting you pull yourself an ice cold beer off that keg over there, and it's free for while you're shopping.
We've got an elderly, angry Canadian ice fisherman to tell you about.
Oh, you don't mess with somebody's ice hole.
Well, that's exactly apparently what happened. The 72-year-old guy.
That's Pat. Them are fighting words right there.
Michael Armstrong says he attacked another ice fisherman because the dude was fishing too close to him.
Yeah.
On the frozen lake that was, where are they? In Canada, somewhere between Toronto and Ottawa.
Doesn't matter. Here's the message to you, everybody.
Now you're, I'm going to take a guess here, claim to be 10% ice fisherman.
Oh, yeah.
I know you fish.
Yeah, being a fisherman, that makes me also 10% ice fisherman. I've been invited out to, the ice paddy, and you sit there, and I've watched some TV shows where they have it, therefore I'm 10%. Anyway, just like bass fishing, if somebody's in the middle of a school of bass or having good luck on a certain hole, running some shiners, you don't run right up on them. That's an a-hole move. I know there's guys and ladies listening right now who are fishing in this freezing cold weather that would be shaking their head. Yeah, you don't do that. I was in a tournament one time. Catch a bass, boat comes like 10 feet off of us to fish, and he was in the tournament. I go, just have at it, you douche. What?
Specifically, I agree with all of what you just said about, locally here.
Yeah.
But specifically in regards to ice fishing, I've come away over the years with a completely different perception of what the goal is with ice fishing.
It's to party.
Right. Which, if that is what the goal is, to get together in an ice hut on a frozen lake with some buddies to tie one on for a couple of days over the weekend, who gives a rat's ass if somebody's drilled a hole nearby and is doing the same thing?
Pat, what am I going to catch that fish and then split it with you because we're sitting in a tent, an ice tent together? No, that's the problem is if you're sharing your hole, tent. This is going to sound weird, but if you're sharing your hole with a guy, I'm not splitting my catch. I mean, I would if it was a shrimp boat because we're getting, 5 gallons of shrimp. But if it's ice fishing, we catch one pike. Not the peak. We catch one pike. You think I'm splitting it? Phew. I would because I'm a generous guy.
Okay.
Yeah, somebody else says the same thing. You don't mess with somebody else's hole, man.
It happened again.
Oh.
A delayed report on this incident that occurred in 2023. It's in the news, though, because OSHA has laid down some penalties against a Massachusetts concrete company who has now agreed to plead guilty to violating Occupational Safety and Health Administration safety standards.
Somebody got buried.
The company used a large soil screener, and this is where our concrete slash cement contingency slash aggregate slash asphalt all of the above will come in, and I'm sure have some insight to offer.
Oh, we'll hear from Cement Head. It might be a little bit later, but he'll text in. By the way, you know why they named it OSHA, right? You know what it was going to be.
Yeah.
OSHA. But because when OSHA's involved, there's what? Problems.
Right.
Yeah. So that's why it's like, oh, shoot. Yeah.
This concrete company used a large soil screener that was about 46 feet long and 13 feet high and weighed nearly 18 tons. According to the investigation, the tail conveyor, this is where we're getting in the weeds and outside of our 10% area of expertise.
I know some of it. I watched them make that sidewalk out front.
The tail conveyor of the soil screener had suffered a ruptured hydraulic pressure line, causing it to close unexpectedly at various occasions. Throughout 2022 and 2023, they never bothered to fix this thing.
Blew up.
On September 6, 2023, an employee was working alongside a co-owner of the company when the tail conveyor closed without warning. The employee held on to the upper frame of the soil screener as the conveyor closed into the vertical position, crushing the employee's head and subsequently killing him.
Pretty uplifting story for a Friday.
I just want to listen.
Wow.
When we're talking cement/concrete/aggregate on this show, we need to at least sound like we know what we're talking about and give the proper details before the true experts in the industry come down on us.
And
here.
somebody coming in for the theme parks from out of town is going, what are they going on about cement and concrete?
It's a long story.
But the long and short of it is that anytime you bring up concrete, somebody will go, it's called cement, and vice versa. BWO, Bob World Order Enforcer, just texted in, mortar. Nothing from Cement Head yet. Something tells me he's on a job.
Now, I thought about this, and I did do some research thinking I had heard something that there's temperature parameters about for when it's ideal to have a pour.
What's
another industry term?
I would say a pour, probably springtime.
Well, no, it's you want to be north of freezing. So
so springtime.
Well, no, you can do it year round. It's just if you're going to do it sub-freezing, there's other things you have to do. But my thought was there might be an issue with the delayed pour this morning locally because below freezing temperatures, not ideal. So maybe he's not even in action today to lend his expertise and keen insight.
Our diehard listener, Cement Head, is always listening, and he's always pouring. He ain't playing. Somebody texted in, concrete! Somebody else, Beverly Hillbillies never swam in a concrete pond. Good reference. I did watch them make that side. Did you see when they were building that sidewalk out there, the one that you exit with? They did the whole thing, and a whole bunch of leaves fell in it after they did the screen, and I watched one guy go, son of a bitch.
Hey, I don't know if this will make anyone feel better, but I'm just going to throw it out there anyway, because this is really something to just think about for a second. For the better part of the last 5 years, we've all been really irritated by inflation and the cost of things skyrocketing and no end in sight and blah, 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 blah.
Groceries, all, yeah.
Okay. We're all in the same boat with that. The new inflation report came out here in the U.S. for last month, and it's steady at 2.7%. It's been that way for 2 months now, which is in the area of where it normally should be, given normal market conditions. That's good news. But still, prices are too high, and hopefully they'll start to work their way down.
But there is some good news. You're right, yeah?
Compare and contrast with the good news that Argentina just received about their inflation rate.
Bring it.
It is the lowest it's been in 8 years.
Let me guess, 18%.
Try 31.5%.
Oh my God.
It's down from the high it was at in 2024 of 117.8%.
Wow.
So, I just, as much as
it could be worse.
I think we are valid in our gripes and concerns about those prices. But they are true. They're excited that it's down to 31.5%. Because the guy I guess they have a newer president there too, and he's been working on this there as well. And he's making big inroads and getting it more in line with expectations.
Cement Head just checked in.
Oh, I knew I stole it for him. What's he got for us?
All caps. His name's Shane. We call him Cement Head. His life is concrete cement. So We're sitting in the yard waiting to get loaded. Morning, guys. All caps. That's why I'm yelling. First one. It seems like the concrete company is greedy and just didn't fix the problem. Plain and simple, I will not operate machinery if it's not safe. We love you, Cement Head. Glad you're listening, brother.
And just so you know, Shane,
we need to have a beer with Shane one time. You need to come out to one of our gigs sometime.
We just picture somebody who's nicknamed Cement Head. Rather than an actual head, it's like a cinder block with eyes.
Everybody got that visual? Come to a magic watch party with us, Cement Head. We'll knock one back.
J-R-R.